Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Weekly Waller Review Show. We had a fantastic weekend last weekend, didn't we?
We did, Charlie.
Fox Play was magnificent.
Yes, Group 1 winner, and well deserved at that, beating the older mares, and what a good reward to Denise Martin. She's just
Absolutely.
a tireless worker. She puts everything into that syndication business, and
Reaping the rewards.
well, not really. She probably doesn't get much out of it, but a lot of personal satisfaction. So well done, Denise, and all the owners of Fox Play, and all the people that support Denise, because it really is a big family of owners that she's got under her umbrella, and they deserve all the success they get.
And Winks.
Well, how long have you got?
Not long.
I guess it was an amazing build-up, all preparation leading towards the Queen Elizabeth. Many of you watching the show or the video know how hard it is with horses to get them to their grand finals, but not just to get to their grand finals, win races along the way and win with the dominance that she has. So I'm very proud of the team behind me that's made it all worthwhile, from the office through to the ground staff, through the track riders, the service providers such as your farriers, vets, your feed providers, you name it, all the way to where she is now, which is in the spelling and pre-training farm, which do the hard yards. So many people behind Winks. It's a great story. Well done to the owners and the way they're handling things, and they're not getting caught up in the moment. I don't think they're not asking too much or anything like that. They're just going with the flow as if she's any other horse. And Hugh Bowman, what a job he does on her. He's just the perfect person for the job. Perfect match. And it was just amazing to see her top that rise at Randwick with a tank full of gas, and when Huey pressed the red button, away she went again. And I think it was about a 5-length win. The George Ryder, George Ryder, 7 lengths. The George, what was before that? Chipping Norton, couple of length win. Prior to that, 2 lengths. Yeah. And then going back to the Cox Plate, 8 lengths. She's just a dominant horse, and a pleasure to be.
And well done to her.
Yes, well, it's all about her, really.
She's the star of the show.
What she must put her body through, or I don't know how easy she does it, how hard she does it. She never pulls up to stress. She never worries about anything. She's just happy to go about her work, her racing. She comes home and just perfect lady, right through to getting the photo taken yesterday with all the staff.
Absolutely. No, great weekend for racing and a great weekend.
It was. I think it was the biggest crowd they've had at Randwick, and I don't think it's finished yet. I think she's continuing to build momentum throughout the sporting nation that Australia is.
Okay, we'll move swiftly on to Royal Randwick this weekend. We go straight into the Frank Packer Plate 2,000 metres Veladero, Barrier 1, Hugh Bowman.
Much better run last start. From Barrier 1 he should get a nice economical run. He led by default basically the other day, and maybe he can get a bit of a sit. Certainly a much improved run. There's a bit of a question mark whether he gets a strong 2,000, but it's a good time to try it Saturday in a set weights race.
Into the Hallmark Stakes 1,200 metres, Counterattack, Barrier 1 and another field of 10.
Yeah, good draw for Counterattack. He just likes to be smothered up, left alone, get him to switch off and relax. It's the right race for him. He's much better than what his recent form suggests. It's a perfect race for him to turn the tables on some of his opposition there.
Okay, into the JRA Plate we have Preferment, Barrier 7. Big weight?
Yeah, big weight, but there's just no options for him. He's had to be, he didn't accept in the Queen Elizabeth. He didn't run the Ranvet. He needs to run somewhere, but I won't be running him unless it's a better side of soft. He has one on a soft 7 track, but that was a long time ago. He doesn't give anywhere near his best on a soft track. So if we can get back to a soft 6, he'll be running. If not, he'll be waiting for Queensland.
Okay, into the all-age stakes, we have Japonisme, barrier 5, field of 10.
It'll be interesting to see him getting up in distance. I think now's the time just to ride him a little bit quieter, give him a bit of cover, and beautiful draw to do so, and I think he's ready for the 1400.
Okay, in the same race we have McCrory, Kieran McAvoy, barrier 6, blinkers on.
Barrier 6, blinkers on.
Blinkers on.
Wow, that might be good.
It will be good.
He's had one start in them and he won in them. But his better ratings have been without them. But in saying that, he's only had the one try with them. And that was the Hawkesbury Rolly Mile.
Rolly Mile when he was rated about 42.
Yeah.
And he still
What's your
blew them
second
away.
name? What's your second name? You got an R there, Charles R. Duckworth on your belt.
Yes.
What's the R for?
Rollo.
Rollo. Almost the same, isn't it? He's going terrific. He's only a little fella, but we've freshened him right up for Saturday's race, and it's a very open event.
Okay, then into the JHB car stakes we have Zumbalina, barrier 6, Brenton Abdullah.
Much better draw for her. She drew the car park last start. It was disappointing, but it was a funny race. Nothing finished off. It was that day that they had to be close to the pace, close to the fence, so willing to forgive that run. Her training's been good.
And Invincibilla, second up, barrier 8, Craig Williams.
Much better draw for her as well. I think she drew very wide last start, as she did in Melbourne, the last run of the prep. So she's going well. She did actually attack the line really well. 1400 will suit her much better than the 1200. I think she's a sneaky chance.
And into the last we have Marinostro, with James Ennis Jr. claiming a valuable 2 kilos off, barrier 1.
Oh, we've drawn some barriers on Saturday.
Haven't we just?
He went terrific first up. He had a wide gate. Hugh Bowman parked him in a beautiful spot. Just got a little bit tired late when he was peaking on his run. I think he'll run a nice race.
Okay, as we head down to Caulfield, we've got 3 down there. Starting off with...
Gee, Irish,
Overstep.
what was his name last week? Lifeless.
Oh, Lifeless Ordinary.
He was impressive.
We missed him.
First up 1800. Bang.
Yeah, serious training
Good win.
performance. Who trained him?
Joe. She was in the Melbourne stable
Okay.
for about 3 days. Nah, I think he had a jump out down there, so he'd been down there about 10 days, but no, it was a good all-round effort.
No. So, Overstep, barrier
Yeah,
10.
Mr. Pegham can find a horse, Richard
The
Pegham.
judge.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Are we going to talk about Overstep or
Yes. Overstep, what's
not?
your draw?
Barrier 10.
Barrier 10.
The big field of 16 plus
Okay.
3.
Probably not too bad a draw. 1100's a bit short. She missed a race last week with a sore foot. Foot's better. She drew barrier 1 or 2 last week, didn't she, over 1200? So a bit of a negative there, but it's the best race we could find for her.
Okay, into the Victoria Handicap over 1400 metres. Group 3, A-Rod.
Barrier,
10, field of 16,
ridden by
Craig Newt.
Blitz Plus. Yeah, well, he's been a bit disappointing. He didn't like getting cluttered up in the Doncaster.
No.
Yeah, so at least he'll get a better track. He's not too badly in at the weights, but needs to improve.
Okay, and in the last week, in the open mile, we have French Emotion, barrier 10 in a field of 10.
Well, typical, isn't it? Last week she had the perfect draw, perfect race, and the race was washed out or
Electrical Storm, yeah.
Electrical Storm. This week she's got what, barrier 10?
10 of 10.
Yeah, you might. She gets back.
Oh no, it's not 10 of 10. The print has run out of ink because one below it's drawn barrier 19. So it's 10 of something.
Well, 10 of 19 or 20. Well, that's not so bad. So she's going well. Last week I was keen to try over the 1800, but this race is back to the mile, which she runs well over. Having not seen the field just yet, I think she's a good chance.
Okay, we'll quickly run through Easter Monday. First we have 2 down in Sandown. The fields aren't out yet, so we can't give you barrier draws, but we can tell you they're both in the 2100 metre race. Prescience
And Prescott.
and Prescott.
Both horses
Going well.
Prescience is going well. He's no champion. Prescott's not going so well. Needs to
the
improve.
distance.
I think the distance will suit.
Absolutely. And Canterbury Park, we've got a big team. Ski field, barrier 2 in a field of 10 with Kieran McAvoy. Trialled well for him.
Yeah,
the other
nice young horse. His trials have been good. He'll run well.
And same race we have Wayanka in barrier 1 with Hugh Bowman.
Probably a touch short for him, but he's been gilded, so should improve based on that.
And we have a 2-year-old Military Academy stepping out for the first time with Glyn Schofield from barrier 4 in a field of 14.
Nice horse, he'll be attacking the line strongly.
In the same race we have Sambro, first up this prep. How will he go?
What's he draw?
Barrier 2 with Hugh Bowman.
He'll go well, perfect draw for him. He just wants to do things a bit quick. With cover, he'll finish off strongly and be hard to beat.
And in the 1200 metre maiden, we have Brood War in barrier 12 in a field of 13 with Kieran McAvoy.
Yeah, not so good a draw. I'll probably be looking at waiting with her, just on, there's a race on Wednesday at Wyong we might prefer.
Okay, in the same race we have Symbolism, barrier 2 with Glyn Schofield.
First up, isn't she?
Yes.
Her trials have been very good. I think she's won a couple of trials.
Yeah.
So based
A
on
little
the
bit aggressive.
trials, she'll go well.
Okay. And Noir. Well, we've been waiting to run her, haven't we? Barrier 5, Blake Shin.
First up run was terrific, running I think second, narrowly beaten, good draw, they're very hard to beat.
And into the 1100 metre handicap, we have In Times of War, resuming barrier 8, Hugh Bowman.
Barrier 8. Scratched her from
2
Warwick
races
Farm
today.
Barrier 8 should be okay. 1100 is it?
Yes.
Yeah, running against her own age. Is it?
No, 3 and up.
3 up.
Fillies and mares.
She's a good filly, very good filly.
Best in the race. Right, into the 1550 metre handicap, we have Mortar Platoon, barrier 9, Hugh Bowman rides.
Just looking for a better track, and we'll ride him a bit more conservatively. He was left outside the leader by default, doesn't like racing like that.
Octavian Augustus is in the same race. He's the last start winner. We've applied the winkers on. Tommy Berry rides, barrier 6.
He's also racing at Warwick Farm today, being Wednesday, so we'll just see how he pulls up. But if he pulls up well, there'd be no reason not to run him from that good draw.
Okay, into the 1900 we have Up and Rolling, barrier 13 in a field of 14 plus 2 with Glyn Schofield in the saddle.
Goes good, this horse. He's looking for the 1900. He'll be very hard to beat.
In the same race we have Destroyer, Kieran McAvoy, barrier 4.
Yeah, aggressive horse, but good to see him have a good draw, because that'll be the key to him switching off and settling. The distance will certainly suit.
And that's a wrap.
Have a happy Easter.
Have a wonderful Easter.
Yeah,
Great time of year.
it is. How's your Lent going?
My Lent, non-existent.
No?
No.
Crashed.
Crash.
Okay. Have a good Easter.